Hello, my name is Matt McLaren and welcome to my London office tour. Now, just to put this into context, I'm the founder and executive director of Access Ambition, and we have for the last 2 years, since September 2015, been members of a company called the Office Group. They provide our office space and our facilities that we use for things like meetings and interviews and everything like that. Now, what's interesting about this is that the way that the Office Group work, and it's not just them, by the way, I'll be plugging the Office Group a lot throughout this London Office Tour series, but that's just because I'm a member of TOG. But there are other companies in London that do similar things like WeWork and Auriga, but I won't be talking about them because obviously I'm not a member of them. So, but just bear in mind that a lot of things I'm going to say about the Office Group might well be true of other companies as well, so it's worth, exploring if you are a member of one of those other companies. So anyway, like I said, since September 2015 we've been members, but I've treated it like my home building, the building where I'm actually based, where my mail goes to, where I have meetings, if I meet candidates or interview candidates, where I host board meetings, where we meet clients, that sort of thing. I've treated that as like my permanent office, which is actually not all that great. It's quite restricting because in actuality, I work from home a lot because I don't need to be in the office, and I'm there when I meet people, and because I take my laptop wherever I am, I can work wherever I want. And it turns out that the Office Group have 27 other London locations that I can work from, including this amazing, spectacular location in King's Cross. So what I wanted to do, upon realising last week, just by accident, that actually these other locations, I knew I had access to them, but I've never been inclined to go and use them. I like the idea of I'm based at Warnford Court, so that's my home building. I'm based there, and this is where I want to meet people, and this is where I want to work from. That's all good, and I love Warnford Court, don't get me wrong. I chose it specifically. It's a very, 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 very beautiful building, both inside and out. It used to house the London Stock Exchange. There's a lot of history there. Wonderful building. But you just don't want to stare at the same four walls all the time unless you have to. And why restrict yourself? So having realised, as I say, just by accident last week, that these other locations I had access to were really quite as spectacular, if not more so, than Warnford Court, I thought that I would A, start exploring them, and B, share that exploration with you. So here we are in the Gridiron Building in King's Cross, and as you can see behind me, I'm actually working from the terrace today. Forgive the slightly chaotic desk space of mine. I've got Poundland bag, bottle of Coke Zero. You rarely see me, unfortunately, without a bottle of some kind of cola or Pepsi or something. At least this one doesn't have sugar in today. Anyway, the whole point of this series was to showcase the great and wonderful office locations that you can use when you're in London. And the great thing about this, I will show you the interior in a minute. Just by the way, I have to say, I have actually already recorded this video twice before. And because I'm new to all this sort of social media video sharing stuff, the first time I cut the video off halfway through without realising, and the second time I managed to record an entire video with no sound. So fingers crossed it works, third time lucky. If I don't want to do it again. But I say that just so you bear with me. If you end up getting more images of my chin than anything else, I will do better over time, I hope. So if I just show you, you've seen the terrace here. So this is a terrace. This is where I'm actually working from, and members can work from here. And then if I just show you here, the view from the terrace, as I say, we're on the 8th floor. It really is quite extraordinary. You can see in the background there, the city, the gherkin, the cheese grater. Obviously you've got St Paul's Cathedral there as well. Then in the foreground you've got King's Cross Station, St Pancras Station, St Pancras International, and I just moved past this pillar. Over here, maybe not so spectacular buildings, but you have at least got some greenery. It's nice to have some greenery in view, and over there obviously you can see the iconic BT Tower in the distance as well. So it really is quite an extraordinary location to work at, just from the view, if nothing else, to be honest. But it is also an amazing building. It's called the Gridiron because of these basically iron pillars that adorn the whole building on the outside, which you'll see from the outside pictures that I took earlier. I'm going to share them as well. And the interior is really nice. It's very corporate. And the thing about the Office Group, and I don't know about the other companies, but the Office Group, each building has its own character. That each is quite distinctive, quite different. This one is very, very corporate. So you'll see in a minute there's sort of black leather chairs and things like that. So let's take you inside. I'm going to try and minimise distraction to people inside. I have, as I say, I've been in there filming twice now, so they're probably going to think, who is this crazy person keep coming in front of us? I'm actually going to pause you, if I can, while I go inside. Put this on pause. So I'm inside now, and this is the first meeting room. And if I turn you around and see, so you can see what I see. It really is extraordinary. Really, really nice, very plush. black leather, very comfortable chairs. These, you know, you can, they're really squidgy, nice and comfy. And obviously you've got these extraordinary views, very big, very tall windows as well, so very nice. I would just, quite frankly, love to work in here all the time, irrespective of whether I got a meeting or not. So let's have a look at some of the other meeting rooms. I'm going to try and talk quietly so I don't disturb people. So this is another one here, slightly smaller, different chairs, different character. This one, very comfy room, I'm guessing. I haven't been in there yet, but looks very comfy. Sofa as well. I'm also just going to show you this little feature of office group buildings, which I love and they're incredibly useful. These little telephone booths. So you can sit in there if you've got any private calls you need to make. I often do telephone interviews, which might last 20 or 30 minutes, and I don't like irritating my fellow office group members, so I'll sit in there. I say I don't like irritating them. I'm sure I have irritated lots of people today, filming this 3 times. Let's move further along down the corridor. Oh, this is a kitchen. I actually haven't been in here yet, so let's have a look. I wondered where the kitchen was. I was looking for a fridge earlier to put my second. Yes, I have another bottle of Coke Zero with me as well. So what can you see? Very typical kitchen. Yeah, nothing. This is new. You're learning this at the same time as I am. These things are on the outside. They're mirrors. And when I came here before starting out filming, I tried to work out from the other side what they did and how to get in them. And what I realised is they're little shutters, so they can open up. And for example, if they were hosting an event here, you could have people in here serving drinks and things. It's quite nice, quite fancy. So let's move further along. I've showed you some of the meeting rooms. Another smaller one here. Okay, and I'm going to show you the reception area now. So it is very, very, very nice. Nice area if you're meeting clients here, for example, which I probably will be in the future. Now I know that it's such a lovely location. You can sit on a lovely leather sofa there. There's reception desk. It's usually staffed by a lovely TOG receptionist. Here's one now, but I'm not going to ask her to speak again because we did that before on the failed video attempt, one of the 2 failed video attempts. Okay, so this is the Gridiron. And as I say, I've still got to explore quite a few of the TOG buildings. I haven't been in many of them yet. The next one I'm going to be in is the Shard on Thursday, so I'll share that. But of the ones I have seen, even including my home building in Wolford Court, this is by far my favourite. That's mainly because I quite like corporate decor. So, this is me, Matt McLaren, signing off. Do get involved. If you work in an office, which I imagine most of you do, if you're lucky enough like me to be able to sort of switch it up and work in different office locations, even better. If you're lucky enough to work in a very resplendent office location, if you're somebody who already works in the Shard or the Gherkin or the Cheeseburger or something, do share pictures of your own office space under hashtag office selfie. It'd be great. It'd be great to get a discussion going and just be able to see. I mean, we spend most of our lives at work. I mean, I'm working something like 50, 60 hours at the moment. My partner works even longer hours than I do. So being able to work in nice locations, in locations that make you feel good, is quite important, I think, to people's well-being. And that's what prompted me to run this series and show you guys great locations that can be found in London, and I'm sure there are many, many more besides. So do get involved, share your pictures under hashtag office selfie, and I will be back again on Thursday with the next tranche of my London office tour with the office group at the Shard. Take care, signing off.